About to co-sign you, baby. Co-sign everything you say.
West. Yeah. West. With the squad, only trust the family, I would for them all. Ride with the boss, fly with the sauce. Grind, take no time, what it costs.
But I see you. Now nothing can hold.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. Don't let go of the rope in this one, Clark. Hold on tight, buckle in. A lot of pace, a lot of speed between these two teams.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And if you like popcorn, you better be able to eat it with your head up, because this one will be fast and furious.
Well, then you're talking about yourself, because our fans probably don't know this, but you're eating popcorn all the time during these games.
Hey, I love popcorn, and there's nothing like enjoying fresh popcorn in an arena. It doesn't get better than that.
I know.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And that one's good by Giannis.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Giannis grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist from Eric Bledsoe.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Lakers off to a slow start. 9-point game. And it's Davis with the jam.
Boy, you're playing with fire anytime you leave somebody open on James' team. I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Now here is McGee. No good there. Good D by Lopez.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. And the rejection by Giannis.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Milwaukee.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
But, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Davis has the open look, drills it from outside. Davis has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Bledsoe for 3. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. That's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Bledsoe now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
And Howard with the second chance points.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Bledsoe outside. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
Yeah, I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
And Lopez throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
So quick on these drives, as quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you know, what a season for the Bucks last year. Best record in the East, best record overall in the league. The team cruised during the regular season to win 60 games.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Howard against Lopez. The dish now to Ilyasova. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Clark, those 60 wins for the Bucks, the most since 1980.
You know, start to finish, this team was a force. Had a great approach on both ends of the floor. Fun to watch. No glaring weaknesses in the game plan that works for them. Future's bright there.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. Finished off the break.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very... Oh, that was worth the price of admission. To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. He's pretty good at it.
Pass to DiVincenzo to the paint. Lopez kicks to Ilyasova. It's stolen by Davis. Passes to Caldwell Pope. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations. Tell you what, George Hill is one of my favorite players to watch. A veteran point guard. He's bounced around a bit the last few seasons, but he gives you leadership, toughness, a cool demeanor, and he's one of the smartest players I've ever been around. Brings value to every team that he plays on.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Smith comes in for Caldwell Pope. Dion Waiters checked in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for James. Hill Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Out to Smith. Fires the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Lets it go from deep, and another 3 for Milwaukee. And it's Waiters atop the key. He gets it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Lakers trail by 20. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris. Then there's J.R. Smith, LeBron James, and it's Caruso in at the point.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Dishes to Williams. Here's DiVincenzo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And a deep 3 from Korver. They get it back. And Ilyasova kicks to Hill. Korver against Smith. Shot clock at 5. Korver passes to Ilyasova. They shoot again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Do you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's a long time ago, man.
The Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Morris. Smith inside. Giannis is there. Kuzma can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 23. Here's DiVincenzo.
And Hill really swings the ball over nicely. A talented distributor who looks out for his guys.
James in the post. He's guarded by Hill, and Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Williams. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Wesley Matthews checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for George Hill. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Count it.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Ralph Clark, what a year it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo last season. He took everything to the next level from the get-go. He became a top player in the NBA.
And you know what, guys? Early on, you could see it and you could feel it. It was going to be a special year for Giannis because his progression and development, his hunger, his commitment, his work ethic, all of that helped him become the MVP of the league against a pretty competitive field of MVP candidates.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's McGee. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Bucks have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And Giannis throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
And Lopez throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Shots good by Middleton.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
To the inside, McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Milwaukee's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Bledsoe. 25 points for Giannis.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
A second chance effort. McGee finds Davis. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Middleton the pass to Giannis. It's stolen by Smith. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. James looking it over. No good from outside. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Fader on the way. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks. Down low. And it's McGee with the jam.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Milwaukee has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Kept alive. And Antetokounmpo. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
That'll be a 5-second call. LA's gone over on the arc to start the second quarter. Caldwell Pope finds Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And Milwaukee has possession. Here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game so far. And here's Korver from the arc. Hands it from downtown.
That catch and shoot game of Korver is lethal. His ability to immediately fire off the pass is good.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 25 points, 4 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Davis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 14 points for Davis.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Middleton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
That's just what we call man-up strength from Middleton. I mean, taking the hit and then kind of effortlessly knocking down the shot as well.
And the dunk by James.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And McGee picks him up defensively.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
The pass to Green from deep. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Middleton. Giannis against Davis. Here's Antetokounmpo. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Caldwell Pope's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Hill in for Wesley Matthews. And then for Los Angeles, Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Anthony Davis. Shots good by Middleton.
Hey, sometimes it's simply the fact that good offense is much better than good defense, and Middleton wins that offense and defensive matchup most times.
Well, last season, Chris Middleton was asked Clark to change his game, and even though it took some adjustment, the results were there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's not easy for a guy of Middleton's ability. Early in the year, Coach Bud asked him to take on less for the good of the team. That meant less post-ups for Middleton, less shot creation from him, and the numbers for Middleton went down, but the success of the team took a big bounce forward.
That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Kuzma. Caldwell Pope's got 4 this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Bledsoe, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Now that's confidence right there. Passing up an easy 2 on the break and letting it fly from 3-point range.
And Ilyasova throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Middleton with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Here's Lopez. Middleton for three. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
To the paint, and stolen by Ilyasova. And it's the Bucks on the break. No good from Bledsoe.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Offensive rebound. Caldwell Pope for three. And another shot. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
Bledsoe outside. To the inside. Ilyasova finds Hill. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Kuzma. Here's Waiters. Rebound, Milwaukee. But there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams. But, you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. And Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. Here's Middleton, and it's sent back by Howard. Waiters right side. And Morris throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP.
And Ilyasova kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Hill. A three ball. That shot, no good. LA has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Howard. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Waiters no luck. Hill dishes to Lopez. No good on the shot. Excellent D from Howard. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Bucks, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jared Dudley out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Howard. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard position. Good work there as it goes. Cook's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Los Angeles. Here's DiVincenzo. Doubled by Smith. Inside. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Here's Korver for 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Lakers passing it around. Davis finds Smith for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Perfect shooting form from K-Square, Kyle Korver. Man, is he a laser. Quick release and always gets himself squared up for the look.
Smith, the pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Outside Williams. Pass to Connaughton. From deep. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Right side Davis. From 11 feet away, again, Los Angeles.
Well, Anthony Davis has a nice high arching here. Hard for the defense to match up with him.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Chalk up 2 there. Cook's got 4 points this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Kicks it to Korver. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, you got to chase Korver off that three-point line. When he's in that comfort zone, expect him to knock it down.
It's Davis with the drive, and it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
They get the rebound. Lopez kicks to Korver. Jacks up a 3. The shot will not fall. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. Caldwell-Pope passes to Smith. Drains it from beyond the arc.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
From the corner, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Williams with the steal. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
Count it. Dudley's got his first points in this one.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Tires from deep. Lopez, no luck. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive output. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
The 3 from Korver. Smith with the defensive effort. The Lakers have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Here's Lopez. And again, the Bucks miss. And Los Angeles guys shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. Picked off in midair. The 3 from Korver. The kick out to Williams. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. From outside the arc. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Connaughton. No good, unable to end this run.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but It isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Green inside the three-point line, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The drive by James. Basket good.
And, you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.